Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Today I'm going to continue doing January 2019 for Algebra 1. I'm in part 3, short response. Now, Marlene collects old dolls. She purchases a doll for 450. Research shows this doll value will increase by 0.5% to 2.5% each year. Write an equation, determine the value for B. So that's exponential one. And in that case, we have the initial amount A value is 450. That's the initial amount. So A equal to A initial times 1 plus R to power T. So that's 450, and that's 1 plus the R should be in the fraction 4 power T. So I'm ending up by the formula 450 1.025 to power T. Okay, I'm going to write it over there. So the function x f of t equal to 450 times 1.025 to power t. Okay, now I'm going to resist. Now, assuming that the doll's rate of appreciation remain the same, will the doll value doubled after 20 years? So I need f f20, which is 450 times 1.025 to power 20, which is, which is the calculator, 1.025 to power 20 times 450, giving me 737.38. So giving me 737.38 double. Double the number, so 450 when I double it equal to 900, means it will not double. It will not double. Okay, so that's for the first question. Second question, the data given in the table below shows some of the results of a study comparing the height of a certain breed of a dog based upon its mass. So I'm going to use graphing calculator and I have to insert the value. So 4.5 and 41, 5, 5, 40, 4, 35, 3.5, 38, 4.5, 43, 5, 34, 5, 37, 4, 39, 4, 42, 6, 44, 3.5, 31, 5.5, 30, submit data. So the correlation coefficient, he's asking here about the correlation coefficient. What is the value for the correlation coefficient to the nearest 10? So it's 0.3. What does it mean? I have less weak correlation coefficient. So they have a weak relationship between the mass and the height. It has a weak correlation between the mass and the height. Okay, the linear regression. Sample size, the a-intercept. So the question is y equal to 29 point down to the distance 29.8 x plus 1.9. Okay, so this is the equation for the linear equation. Hopefully it's correct because I used some data. Let's check the answer key. So it's correct. Correct. So the calculator is correct. Okay, let's go for the next part. Miranda receives a movie gift card for $100 to her local theater. Matinee ticket costs 750 cents each, and evening ticket costs 12.50 each. If X represents the matinee and Y represents the number of the ticket for evening, write an inequality. So first thing I have to, since it's a gift card, so I can't exceed the amount. I cannot exceed the amount, so it should be less than or equal to 100. Now the cost for matinee is 7.5 and its symbol is X. And the cost for uh, the evening one is 12.5 and its symbol is Y. Okay, so I did the inequality. Now on the set graph, so to graph I have to write it in terms of Y. So Y is less than 100 minus 7.5x divided by 12.5. Okay, let's move the axis a little bit more to the top. Now, let's say here's the x value, here's the y value. So if x is 0, I'm going to use a calculator. So if x is 0, 100 divided by 12.5, y is 8. If x is 1, it's going to be a fraction. If x is 2, it's going to be also a fraction. If x is 4 times 7, so 4 times 7.5 minus 100 divided by 12.5, no, 7.5. So if x is 10, I'm sure about the 10, is going y is going to be 2. So if x is 5, 7.5 times 5 minus 100 divided by 12.5. So if x is 5, y is 5. So I go over there. If x is 0, y is 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If x is 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Y is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now if x is 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Y is 1, 2. Now if I try to connect the line, I'm going to get the line for the inequality. And by the way, it's solid because I have equal sign. And the solution, y is less, so the solution should be in the down part. Is there any more question? Okay. What is the maximum number of matinee? The matinee is x. Uh, I think it's 10. Because if you said 11, 11, let's try 11. So, so 100. Okay. So the maximum number is going to be 30. What I did, I assume she will not buy any matinee. So the all gift card is going to be for, I assume it will not buy any evening, so she's going to buy everything on matinee. So I divided the 100 by 7.5. It's giving me 13.3 rounds. Since I can't have a part of the ticket, means I cancel this fraction and it's going to be 13. Yeah, that's the last question. Okay, at 6 a.m. the temperature was 50, so that's a regular graph shape. So I need the data, I need to see the data. So at 6 a.m. hide this one too. At 6 a.m. it was 50. After that, for 4 next hour, the temperature was 3. So the next is going to be 10. 7, 8, 9, 10. And it goes by 3. Okay. I can go right away here for 6. Why? For 6, for between 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. to p.m., that's 12 hours. If I divide by 4, which is the interval, is going to be 3. So I have 3 intervals. Okay, now it's going to increase 3, so the temperature is going to increase to 9 by 9. So the final is going to be 95. So I go here and I draw 59. Okay. Oh, sorry. I did a mistake again. So on 6 p.m., it's going to raise by, it's going to be 50. For 4 hours, it's going to raise 12 because each hour is going to raise 3 times 4, increasing by 12. So at 10 o'clock, it's going to be 62. Okay. For the next 6 hours, it's going to raise 2 hours per hour. So it's going to elevate by 12. When I add 62, so it's in by 74. And this interval is in by 4 p.m. and it should be 74. here. Then the temperature stayed steady till 6 p.m. After, for the next 2 hours, dropped 1, 1 degree per hour. So for the 2 hours, it's going to drop down for 72. After that, it's dropped down to 56 by midnight, which is 12. So here, it was a cell shape. I did the graph. Okay. Yeah. This is the entire time interval for which was increasing. So the temperature was increasing for starting from 6 to 4, from 6 a.m. to 4 p.m. Determine the average of the change in degree from 6 p.m. to the midnight. So it started from 74 and ended by 56. Okay, so 56 and 74. 56 and 54, 74. So it ended by 56 and it was starting by 74. And from 6 to that's 6 hours. So it's negative 18 divided by 6, which is negative 3 per hour. Okay, which we understood is the last part. That's the third part for this regent. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.